Hey guys, Felipe Vieira here, Senior Frontend developer with over 16 years of experience in the field, right? Today I'm bringing you a slightly different video. I'm going to talk a little about the product lifecycle, okay? People out there uses core, right? Tools like Boot Cursor and Windsurf to pivot a product, right? For us to create a little product and be able to monetize and make some money in the digital world. So that's the focus of, okay? So today I'm going to talk a little about my expertise in this area of products, all right? Talk a little about how a product evolves and everything else, and how we come up with cool ideas to create SaaS, subscription models, or digital products that can bring us income. We can create several, so we should never limit ourselves to just one product. We can pivot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, especially with these tools or like Bolt and Windsurfer Cursor. So today's video is really cool. Watch it all because you might miss some detail that could be important for you to achieve practically passive income, because once you launch the product and it's running smoothly without issues, it's just money that will fall into your pocket. I will leave some messages here about the course part. I am almost finishing the personal page. I will show you how it's turning out. It's looking really cool. And the most amazing thing is the page made with Bolt. I did all the front end part with Bolt. The only thing I did through programming was the integration with the payment methods, because since I want to offer installment payments to you to make payment easier, Stripe currently can't handle the installment part. I didn't want to leave it as a lump sum for you, so I needed to integrate with Mercado Pago, okay? So that's why I needed to take it out of Bolt and do this integration manually. Because for me as a developer, it's easier to do this than to go through trial and error using it. But you will see that the visual part was all done in Bolt, okay? So here we have, okay, the personal value is already here. There's a link here, right? I posted something there talking about it, okay? Its value will be 4,000 reais. Okay, the complete module for everyone who answered my survey there. I will leave the survey open for another week for you to respond. Whoever responds will get a 50% discount coupon, okay? Whoever responds. So instead of paying a $2,000, you will pay $1,000 for the complete course, okay? Whoever responds to the survey will receive the coupon. I will leave it up for one more week. The last week I will keep it online. Then I will take it down, okay? So respond there if you want to get a coupon, okay? The coupon is also valid for the complete package, okay? The package of 1,000 reais, the modules do not include a coupon, okay? So here are the modules, okay? We have two payment terms. If you want to pay in full, there is a 5% discount on any module. And the final price also has a 5% discount, okay, down. If you want to pay through Mercado Pago, just pay through Mercado Pago and you will be able to make installments for all the modules to split all of them, okay? We will have a fundamentals module, okay, where we will learn the basic programming concepts, okay? Some terminologies there that are front-end, back-end, DevOps, database, which is the DBA. We will learn all of this in this module, okay? Then we will move on to practical artificial intelligence, where we will work a little with integration with the AIs. We will use the 3 best AIs on the market, the cloud and GPT, both for text and voice, and the 11 labs part focused on voice. We will do some backend tasks, low code as well, creating an entire service as if it were an API, using low code with N8, Nmake, and these tools. We will have a model of this too. We will also focus on front-end development and have a module focused on backend. For the backend, we will use AppWrite, which is similar to Superbase. It competes directly with Superbase, but is easier, which is why I brought AppWrite for you. We will have a cursor module to learn how to use cursor rules to assist in development, how to configure it to be more accurate, and the best practices to achieve better results with our code. We will also cover IndyServe, which is similar to Cursor, but has some nuances and features. Cursor has some that Windsurfer doesn't, but Windsurfer can be slightly better from scratch without any configuration than Cursor. If you need to configure something, we will discuss it in these modules. We will also have a front-end module with Bolt, because I won't touch the backend with Bolt. The backend, especially for those who pay, is very costly. For those of you paying for Bolt, it consumes a lot, and you'll have to pay more to generate more. So Bolt is 100% focused on front end. If you want a more integrated back-end integration, I recommend Lovable. And now I forgot the name, but I'll leave it here on Skype. I've already made a comparison, and I'll leave it here on the card. Tempo Labs is very good for this complete software part. If you want me to make a video, leave a comment, and I'll make a video just about Tempo Labs for you. Bing. Then we will have automation with N8 and Nmake, which allows us to create automation flows, change many things, work with data, and create an API almost without programming, or rather without programming at all. So we will have a specific module talking about N8 and Nmake. Nmake is. Then we will also have a module on deployment and publishing, how we create our VPS, how we publish the front end and back end of our VPS. And we will have a plus module. For those who purchase the complete package, this will be free. It's a super cool module that doesn't exist on the web today, especially in Brazil. You won't find content about Tauri. We can convert our application into any format. We can make an executable to open on iOS, on MacBook. We can make an executable on Windows, on Linux. We can do all of this. We can make an Android app. We can do all of this with Tauri, okay? What's important here is that if you want to create a product that works with some aspect of the user's hardware, like video conversion, audio conversion, accessing the graphics card, and so on, we can do this with JavaScript and everything else using Tauri, okay? We don't need to know the specific language of the computer to program an executable installer and all that. It's super cool, Tauri. You will love it. So the complete package will be $4,000, but during the launch, it will be $2,000. And for those with a coupon, it will be around $1,000. We can do it, and you can do it too. Oh, I don't want the complete package because I only want to learn about Tauri. That's fine. You can come here and buy directly. You choose. Here are some things about the market, the MVP market, and so on. I talk a little about my story too, my links, and this guy here was made 100% with Bolt. You see how we can deliver a very good quality landing page, knowing how to use the right prompt and using it to pivot the things you want to pivot. So I believe that by the end of the weekend, I can release this guy for you. Okay? We can start this journey, which will be very cool. And I believe you will come away with a very good idea of how to create your own product and how to start trying to profit in this area. Okay, folks? Good. After this big advertisement, we will return to the focus of the video. The focus of today's video will be productization, okay? Why? Today, what is the focus of the people who come to me talking about Bolt and everything else? What is their main focus? They want to pivot a product, and when I say pivot, what do I mean? It's about putting it on the market and having it return money to us in a very simple way for you to understand, okay. The life cycle of a product, usually when we work with software and everything else, we take an idea of a product that solves a problem you understand. For your idea, for those of you on the other side, your idea needs to solve a problem that today either someone solves in a somewhat complex way, or there is no solution today. This is the formula for your MVP to make money. It's basic, okay? The basic idea is there a product that does this? Yes, but it's difficult. You have to fill out a lot of things. It's complicated. People complain. Can you make a simpler version that delivers the same value? You will be able to compete with it. Okay. Or secondly, some problem that usually happens in your daily life, in your field of work. You talk to your friends. They are always doing something repetitive, manually, and so on. That's where you will get the idea to make your MVP, okay? Then we have to think about when we had the idea, we went there, took those insights, and had the idea. The second step is as follows. We will have to define what I need to do to deliver this value that I want. For example, Instagram, to start, was just for posting photos, for you to post a photo and share a moment of your life. Right. This is the minimum that Instagram needs to have to be viable to put on the market. So you will make an app that takes photos, uploads photos, comments, and allows registration. That's the basic. So what is improvement? Oh, I can upload videos. I have stories. I have Reels, I have the content area, I have the analytics part, in the content creation part. I have all these satellite features that revolve around the core of taking photos and showing them to others. The MVP is what we are going to do. The app, take photos and show them to others. And that's it. Oh, put it on the internet. People are liking it. Great. What would be nice for us to deliver next? Do a survey there, or if not, see what will deliver more value and has less cost for you, whether in infrastructure or development, and implement that and keep delivering, phasing it. So the MVP is the minimum viable product, okay? It's the minimum you have to deliver to see if the market will accept your product well. If the market accepts your product well, then you get an initial income to be able to say, well, great, it's generating income. I can invest in this to grow my income and everything else, expand, right? So this is the basics of the basics. Okay, in the MVP, we work with this and work in the build, measure, and learn cycle. Okay, so we build, launch, measure how the user is using our system and everything else, learn from it, build again or rebuild, or launch something new or improve what we have, and measure, and learn again. Okay, this is the eternal cycle of our product. Whether it's a web product, this is the cycle you have to keep in mind and apply. Okay, with that in mind, this is a very quick explanation for you about the product lifecycle. I bring to you a very cool tool that I see almost every day. I really like the field of artificial intelligence, so I'm always checking out the MVP launches, especially those abroad. Because normally the web market is growing a lot in applications, SaaS and everything else, but over there it's very popular. Why? Because the American audience, the foreign audience in general, they tend not to see this as a superfluous expense, but as an application expense that will make our lives easier. Brazilians still tend more to see this as superfluous, tend to focus on other things. So it's a somewhat more hesitant audience here in Brazil. The site is Indie Hackers. Here we have the homepage. You can take a look to see what it's like, but the main point isn't here. The focus is for us to go into the menu and enter products. That's the focus. When we enter products, there will be an overall ranking, but our core will be this guy here. What's cool for us to see is that we will first organize it by money. So we set it to revenue, right low, which is from highest to lowest, to. We will see some consolidated players in the market like Envato. Envato is a big player in the creative assets sector. I have been working with Envato for a long time, more than 10 years. I think it's been even 13 or 14 years that I've been working with Envato, using their assets. They have changed their business plan a lot. Before, it was a business where we had to buy the product. It was ours. We used it. Today is more about subscription. We subscribe and we have a range of products to use. So you saw that they changed the business model as the market was changing. We have the category part. I always tend to leave it as AI because AI has a relatively low cost for us to implement, and it delivers a great value both as marketing powered by AI. There's AI here. The guy is awesome, programmed and everything, as well as the actual quality gain it returns to us, right? So this AI part is very interesting for us to choose to filter by it, okay? That's why I'm going to leave it here. Then there's the business model. I usually leave it as subscription, okay? Because the subscription part is the part that gives us the most financial return. Here we have the value, right? How much we expect to receive. Since it's the beginning, I usually leave it up to 1,000, okay? Then we have the search part. If we have a product, we can mention it, but we don't, so leave it. Founder is also not needed. Number of employees. Let's set it to 9 to really target the small ones, which are the easiest things to start and pivot, okay? Foundry as well. We can check if it has already been. If it's in venture capital, seed, and so on. Startup things. but I usually always leave it as self-foundry because it's the start of every project. You will fund it yourself at the beginning. It's normal. Location can also be set. When I used to set it to Brazil, it didn't return anything. See? Now it's still not returning. We don't have Brazil here yet. Then for the platform, I usually leave it as app, which is what we're actually going to do. Here is also the business model part, right? Which is our clients. Normally we have two types, right? We have an end client, which is the actual user, the paying user, so an individual, and we have B2B, which is business to business. B2C is business to client. So business would be you serving a company, you understand. It would be you providing something that the company needs to continue operating and so on. It's not an end client. So you choose your niche. I mainly choose B2C. Here you don't need to worry either. And here is to check if they are actually making money so that someone doesn't come here claiming to be a billionaire when they're not. You understand? So we put verified by Stripe because those who use Stripe can access their revenue and we can filter a lot. So we put there personalization for professional talks, which includes the dollars. Then we will see which would be more interesting for us to look at. Look, this here is something I believe would work well here at IBR, a platform for chatbots as well, because people here really want to automate customer service via chatbot. Even though it's easy to do via ChatGPT and everything, business owners don't want to have the hassle of configuring everything. Here we have resume generators. And here is an idea generator for a session. See if from here too. It's not necessary. And here's a Slack bot for you suggesting food. Okay. Let's check Instagram. There's one here. The summary. Okay, there's a certain explanation about the project. There's a comment. It will appear here. There's the one about time. But our focus is, that's it. German. I'll translate it into Portuguese, right? Because my German isn't very good. Find your house to rent in an instant. Look, a cool idea. Need to see how they monetize this and everything else, right? There's the fee. Let's see. The 15 euros, automatic search, direct notification, new houses, the beauty. They provide automatic search for those who pay. Nice. Then you log in, right? Register and see more or less how the screen is. And the cool thing about the bolt. Take a screenshot. If you like the product, take a screenshot of all the screens. Say, I want this guy here. Look, I want him to do it like this. We can copy this guy like the description of what it is. You're seeing the bucket. You're seeing and copying the screens, blatantly copying the screens and making our version. BR, okay. The job switch. Oh well. Let's see if it will ask for registration of things. You see, it does the same thing. We have a playlist here. I was leaving the card that we are making a product from this guy from scratch. We are just missing one video to finish. We have already delivered login, already delivered Stripe for payment, delivered the social intelligence to generate the resume. Okay. Of the curriculum. So there is literally a playlist teaching you how to do this. You see that the guy is making money. It's not money that you say, wow, he's going to get rich. He's not making $80. But he probably spends 10 on infrastructure. So it's coming down to him $70, $60 a month for free here. Then he can take it, launch another product and earn another 70. Launch 10 products at $70 each. Then it's $700. And even more if you manage to do it in the two languages I always recommend. Do it for foreigners. Do it locally. Bolt can do this, do the translation and everything else. So we have two chances to pivot the system. Okay? And also two chances for revenue. Well, so we have a similar one here. There are some playlists. I advise you to watch them. It gives me stack. This one is free, which is for ideas. There. Let's see what their product is like. The guy who already has one asks for an email, but there is a price. He's saying it's cold. It's cool, man. He probably used the PNRI, right? You put in your idea, he makes a rough business plan, the time you're going to invest. Cool, man. I found it interesting. Yes. Let's see. In his pricing, it's free, 3 and 10 per month. Or builder, doing euros per year. Cool, let's check out the free one. I found the idea interesting. But basically, he's going to take the ChatGPT here. There's an internal prompt. And the ChatGPT generates for him. This guy here. Seriously, let me configure here. I forgot to turn on my light here. It was dark, not even. All right, let's generate an idea now. I need to create a system that generates prompts and it will be used in bolt.new cursor.undeserve and the like. If I write in Portuguese and if it's being used, yeah, it will come out correctly. Let's see. It's necessary to create a system that generates prompts to be used in bolt, cursor, and the like. It needs to take the information and convert it into a prompter that these guys understand. Add validate. There's a limit, so he doesn't spend too many tokens, right? Smart is free, right? Let's go. Okay, you can generate. He generates 3, then direct ideas. That's it. So my MII is already done with just one cool guy. Opened here, look. The Walmart small business. Freelancer of local services. Local small. Nothing local. So approximately ranging from $800 to $15,000. There to see nothing. And it's all I delete. It's a little bad, this part. I should deliver a little, right? Doesn't deliver anything here to deliver to me. At least an idea is there and you redo it or edit it, you charge there. Okay, per credit, right? Put one without credit there, generation goes without. To edit something 10, 15 years for the guy to try to pay. Okay, so I deliver almost nothing, but the idea is cool. Okay? So guys, the part about star range, right? The stack idea we saw, so we can play around a lot with this guy here and see some other ideas. We can raise the bar. There, look, say, okay, I want 10 grand. I don't even care. He already created this part of chatbot. It's a very good part. I even recommend it, okay? We can also choose more than one desktop. I know, here you can only choose one. What top basically is the web, right? He brought this one. I don't know why he didn't bring it in the other. And we can, let's see the PC. It's the guy. When registered, it wasn't done so precisely, okay? And we can also take the biggest ones, right? Crowdfund is cool. There aren't many. Let's take venture capture. This guy must profit a lot. He shouldn't appear here. And leave it right here, real. 102. Niche, which is similar. This guy also no, but I like more. End of hackers interface. Okay. And we also have a weekly ranking.
and the daily, everything else. You can take a look, okay, when you come here often, these won't change much, okay? So it's good for you to set it by time, okay? Or right here, right? This general ranking that you see more or less what the parts are. The guys that are the newest that were launched. Okay, that's what I needed, okay. I hope you liked it. I hope it cleared things up for you. This part of the idea is so you can come up with and return to ideas more easily. Based on this, there are some better trials and create better products there using the bolt and everything else. Okay. If you liked it, like the video. If you didn't like it, dislike it, comment here why you didn't like it. What do you want to see us bring in the next videos? Okay. Thanks, guys.